So here we go. We have Lorenzini and Bessis. I think they were sitting out the first segment, and it's pretty common if you're on a 6-player team, so 3 partnerships, to have the sponsor play 2 segments, and each of the pro pairs play 3 segments. You need to play 8 segments total with 2 pairs. Well, 4 quarters. Each pair needs, you know what I mean. You can figure out the math, but yeah. So it's pretty common to have each of the pro pairs play 3 segments each. So if Lorenzini and Bessis were out for segment 1, then they will be playing all of the remaining 3. And they're going up against Bernard and we're gonna pronounce this, don't worry. I assume it's L apostrophe. Lhuissier. We're gonna go with Lhuissier. That was good pronunciation. Thank you. So, board 1 of the set, we get North, who has a 8 count. Elects to preempt 3 clubs in first seat. Take out double by East. A little bit off shape, but you know, both major suits. Feels obligated to bid with a 15 count. Oh yeah, Bernard, not Bernard. Excuse my American. Club lead feels pretty natural from North's hand. I mean, Declarer is going to be thrilled that the Ace of Diamonds is on side after this preempt. He probably expects that he might be going down here, losing a heart and 2 diamonds from this point. But that is not the case. So diamond goes around to the king. Now Declarer is just going to comfortably claim. Pulling trumps, he'll say, I'm going to try the heart finesse, hopefully. Or, I mean, realistically, he might just say, I'm going to play a heart to the ace and hope the king falls. How do North-South do in a club contract? That's an interesting thought. Because we could see a swing here. I mean, North with a spade void doesn't have many losers in that suit. South had the opportunity to increase the preempt in a variety of ways. Could have bid 4 clubs directly over the double, could have even jumped to 5 clubs if he wanted to. With ace third, looks like they lose a heart, a club, and a diamond. So they could be down 1. Good morning, 7 nickels. Has to feel like a pretty good result for East-West then, since there is a good save available and 4 spades is the limit on their cards. But on to board 2 we go. We get a spade opener by East. South gonna pass. West definitely gonna stick in a no trump. What do we do as North? I mean, it feels like 2 diamonds is the right way to go. But it's very possible that our game contract could be in the heart suit, and it might be a little difficult to find. But so North does come in with 2 diamonds, 2 hearts by East, just kind of shaping out his 4-card heart suit. South passes. I wonder if we'll see a pass by West. Normally, I would recommend against this with 2-3 in the major suits. Sometimes you get lucky and your partner's 5-5, but I think far more often your partner might be 6-4, and therefore correcting to the 6-2 fit can have benefits. Also, 5-2 fits tend to play a little better than 4-3 a lot of the time. But in this case, with West being so light in high card points, he probably doesn't want to bid 2 spades and keep the auction open. He's going to be way more interested in just getting out as cheaply as possible. And it's not as if 2 spades necessarily shows values, it just opens the door for his partner to do something else. But, okay, he does go back to 2 spades and catches a little bit of a break here that his partner isn't continuing to bid, although the 5-1 spade split might suggest otherwise. Kind of worth noting that North didn't take another call. I mean, again, North has a pretty strong hand over here with 6-4 in the red suits, but vulnerable against not. The opponents are the ones doing all of the bidding. He doesn't really want to get himself in trouble. And I think he's going to be content to just beat 2 spades a couple tricks on this hand. So diamond opening lead to the king. North knows that his partner can either get a diamond ruff or that diamonds are 6-3-2-2 from the opening lead. But he might spend a minute thinking here. It's possible that he might need to unblock clubs. It's possible that he might even need to find a heart switch. So we'll see what he elects to do. If he knew his partner had the club ace, he would, of course, just cash a couple clubs right now before playing a third round of diamonds. And he might do that anyway, just figuring that even if Declare has the club ace, it's still going to be valuable for me to get my club trick in before playing another diamond through. So, okay, I was just going to mention this. I was going to say something that might be appealing is to lead the queen of clubs. And on the principle that once the queen of clubs holds, your partner is going to know what your club holding is, and rather than give attitude, would be able to give count on this trick. So that was a smart play. South able to give count in the club suit. And now North knows to cash a second club before playing a diamond through. I suspect if he had led the king of clubs, South would have also given count, but I think the queen is a little bit easier in that regard. So Jack of diamonds, South electing not to overruff the 10 of spades, which I think is pretty smart. Figuring that he's going to get a bunch of long spade tricks anyway, and on the off chance that East needs dummy entries to take heart finesses, this might be a way to prevent that, because if he overruffs with the Jack of spades, he's either going to have to lead hearts, helping Declare out, or lead clubs, which might set up the clubs in dummy. East is taking some time to think things over here, and I wonder if he's going to find the best plan right now, which is going to be to ruff 2 clubs in his own hand, scoring both of his small trumps. If he elects to try and pull a second round of trumps, hoping that the suit is 4-2, where he could then just start playing hearts from the top, he's going to end up going down quite a few tricks. But if he ruffs a club now, uses that jack of hearts to get over, and ruffs another club, at least he won't be down all that many. Either way, not going to be a huge loss. He's not vulnerable. Win 1 on the first board. 4 spades made an over trick at the other table. Looks like maybe at that table, Declare was able to set up the heart suit to discard 2 diamond losers. That would be my guess. How you can take 11 tricks. Well, Thomas has, I guess, found an alternative method to get out for down 2. Looks like South got end-played a little bit into setting up dummies clubs after all. Not a terrible result for East-West. Things are just splitting badly, and the fact that they got out undoubled has to feel pretty good on that one. But that's 2 boards in. No large swings as of yet. So France Green maintaining approximately a game swing's worth of lead. This time, South is the one with 5-4 in the majors. Let's see if he can fare a little bit better. Opens a spade. North has a 14 count, gonna game force with, looks like 2 diamonds systemically for them. We've seen a couple of pairs play 2 clubs as all balanced game forces, which is kind of consistent with the system philosophy that you open 1 club with all balanced weak no trump hands. But here, 2 diamonds just showing a diamond suit. South rebids 2 spades, and this might look a little strange, but conventionally maybe they play something like any bid other than 2 spades shows extras. So South was unable to show his 4-card heart suit yet. Or it's possible they do something a little more clever, and this is going to start some sort of like relay system. We'll have to see what North elects to do next. Other Room did get to 2 spades as well on these West cards previous board, but managed to go down an extra trick. So I think strong play by Thomas in this room to find a way to collect 6 tricks. And on this board, 2 no trump by North, just, you know, natural. He has a bunch of stuff everywhere. No spade fit. South raises to 3-0. I'd be curious if either one of them has denied 4 hearts at some point. It feels a little strange for North, for North's 2 no trump to deny a heart suit. Because 3 hearts would take up a lot of bidding room for North to show like a 5-4 type hand. But I have to imagine that South would have looked for a 4-4 heart fit if he could. So, a bit of an unusual system. But they do reach what looks like the most sensible contract. East on lead is not very happy. His two long suits are the two suits the opponents have bid in the auction. Maybe he'll try a singleton heart. The thing I don't like about the singleton heart lead is that with 9 high card points ourself, even if partner has a 5 card heart suit, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to set it up and to get partner back in to cash it. Partner's just going to have so few values that it's not going to be effective. So I think the best chance to beat this might be to find partner with a 5 card club suit on the side. Lead a club, hope that partner has something like king 5th, maybe. And you can lead a club, ducked all around, get in with the ace of diamonds, and go ace of clubs club. But it's not without risks. If the club suit is a little bit weaker between the opponent's hands, like king 3rd opposite queen 3rd, leading a low club away from the ace can blow a trick immediately. Also, the fact that you have all of these good diamonds means Declare is not going to be able to set up the diamond suit all that effectively. So trying to find some sort of passive lead might be a little more effective, and in that case, maybe a heart is the most passive lead. We're getting a little bit of info from the Boo graph operator down here. 2 no trump was alerted, apparently. I don't know what it means, but we have that information. So who is our Boo graph operator? We got Rosie with us today. Rosie is a new face. I have not seen Rosie do any of the Boo graph stuff as of yet. So maybe there's a little bit more information than we have currently that Thomas has been working with about what the opponent's hands look like. He does go with the club lead. I think this is quite a reasonable try. And, I mean, Declare has some work to do. Lots of kings, queens, and jacks, but not a ton of tricks. So off the top, we do have 2 clubs, 3 hearts, 2 diamonds, and a spade, which seems to be 8 tricks if Declare can get all of them. There's a few possibilities to look for a 9th. One of the possibilities is just that the diamond suit is splitting 4-3. I think Declare has enough entries to the north hand where he could knock out 2 diamond tricks and set up the last diamond using the king jack of clubs and the queen of hearts as entries to get over there. So I think that's going to be the first plan of attack for Declare. And that means try the queen jack of diamonds, pitch spades, and then he'll get the bad news. So from there, I would be tempted to run the queen of spades. So we'll probably pitch 2 spades on the queen jack of diamonds here. Keeping all of our options in play, where if the diamonds split, we can just exit a diamond right now. The opponents can cash a club and a diamond, but that will be only 4 defensive tricks. Once we see the diamond split poorly, now we can either take an extra trick in the heart suit or an extra trick in the spade suit. And I think importantly, we don't want to duck a trick to East, who might be able to cash both a club and a diamond. Although it's starting to look like we are about to lead a spade to the queen. Maybe Declare actually knows the club's position. So if Declare knows that the club and diamonds are in different hands, then a low spade to the queen does make some sense. Oh. Well, I'm back to being a little bit baffled. Heart to the queen seems very strange. Like, it had to be completely safe to run the queen of spades a trick ago. Obviously, if the queen of spades gets covered by the king, like, we're back in a little bit of a difficult spot. Yeah, I mean, there is, of course, still an end play that's available. Declare can come to 9 tricks from here, but I feel like he's making things a little bit complicated for himself. Because now we can't, like, play a heart to the ace and lead a spade towards the queen. I mean, our entries are tangled, but also we would have set up 3 tricks for the defense. So there's a couple of possibilities from here that both work. First, we can play heart to the ace and exit a heart. West will win, cash the 9 of clubs, and then lead a spade, and we will have to guess. This is good defense by East. So Declare pitches his diamond, East pitches a spade, and now low spade comes through, and Declare has to guess, do we put up the queen, or do we play low? He does guess correctly, so well done, and he did it very quickly, which makes me think that I'm okay with his line of play. It seemed as if he had a pretty good read on the spade layout. So well played by Declare. But there were alternatives that he could have adopted earlier in the hand if he wanted to take a line of play that might be a little more straightforward, I guess. Still, cost him an imp. I mean, didn't cost him an imp. I think Thomas' good choice of opening lead earned his side an imp and gave him an opportunity to even defeat the contract. But we're on to board 4. West has a 10 count, not really going to open the bidding. I don't know if North-South have a weak 2 diamond available, but we have seen a lot of these players be a little bit more conservative with a flat hand and a bad suit, vulnerable. So I don't imagine that North is going to open 2 diamonds, which means East in 3rd seat with an 11 count is probably going to be the one to open the bidding. Maybe landing in a no-trump East-West, or North might end up coming in with diamonds after all. So 2 passes. East does get to open in 3rd seat. South kind of has the best hand at the table, in some sense, at least in terms of high cards, 13 count. A club, a heart. East electing to pass a heart, showing 3 card support. South balances with a no trump. It seems quite reasonable. He has clubs stopped, he has hearts stopped, and he just probably figures at this point that he might have the best hand. I wonder if West is going to double. He has a complete maximum as a passed hand, but it's a little risky in the sense that partner's third seat opener and partner passed a heart, which your partner might not have done if they had like a 14 count, you know, the full strong opening bid. They might have just rebid a no trump despite the 3-card heart support. West is thinking, I mean, if West doesn't elect to double, I would probably bid 2 clubs. Just trying to compete. We do have at least a 7-card club fit and possibly an 8-card club fit. And even if it's only 7 cards, we're only at the 2 level with about 20 highs between us. So ultimately, North may get to bid as diamonds, one way or another. I mean, if a no trump gets doubled, North might run to 2 diamonds, and if West bids 2 clubs, North might bid 2 diamonds. I think he'll be happy about either of those outcomes, being able to finally show his 6-card suit without the terror of preempting it. Alright, West doubles. We'll see if North elects to run. 6 high card points isn't all that comfortable, and a fairly weak diamond suit makes me think that you should get out of this contract as quickly as possible. But if you wanted to go for, you know, a very large plus score, you could definitely pass a no trump doubled, hoping that your diamond suit actually provided a source of tricks. Alright, there is the 2 diamond bid. I expect this to end the auction. West might feel a little bit sad passing out 2 diamonds, thinking that it's possible he now has a club fit. But he really can't afford to go to the 3 level all by himself. He's probably going to be a little bit disappointed at this point that he didn't bid 2 clubs over a no trump directly. I don't really think you can continue bidding on the West hand, right? Like, your partner's done nothing to show any sort of forward momentum. They showed 3-card heart support, which isn't great, right? You only have 7-card hearts, a 7-card heart fit. He's opened in 3rd seat, which could be very light. And he's passed over 2 diamonds. So for all of those reasons, I think it's quite reasonable to just let the opponents have it at this stage. We have a spade lead. And how's this contract look? It looks like... Ooh, what a result at the other table. But it kind of looks like this is going to go down 1. 3 diamond tricks are available to the defense, 2 heart tricks, and a club trick. Still a bit better than playing in the 4-2. Whereas Scissors, quoting Burns' law when you need him, always try and have more trumps than the opponents. How did they get to 2 clubs? We got 3 passes. So East electing not to open in third seat. We get a club by South, a diamond by North, a spade by South, and 2 clubs by North, and this is a bidding misunderstanding. North expected that they were still playing some sort of like XYZ convention, even by a passed hand, and South thought not. Because we can see the 2 club bid was alerted but passed out. North was just trying to sign off in 2 diamonds. So, just a little bit of a misunderstanding there. 2 clubs, hopefully a relay. Declare did well to get out for down 2, I imagine. And down 2 actually feels like an enormous result. Heart to the ace. Jack of clubs to the king. Ace, king of spades, spade ruff. Heart to the queen, heart back. Diamond to the king. Spade pitching a diamond, diamond pitching a heart, but then West got end played and trumps. Wow. Nicely played. Whereas at this table, Declare is going to be a little bit more comfortable just taking all of the finesses and eventually ending up down 1 with none of them working. I'm kind of surprised actually by this trick. I think I would have been very tempted to play the opening bidder for the diamond ace and ducked 2 rounds of the suit. So that felt a little weird to me. It wouldn't have mattered. In this case, West is the one with the diamond doubleton. Well, I guess given that Declare has misguessed the heart suit, this ace of clubs cash is not really going to do all that much harm. So heart back to the ace, East-West do have 2 more trump tricks, and it's hard to imagine them getting squashed into 1. So this will just be down 1, 3 imps, going the way of France Green for finding a little bit of a better fit in this room. But this table is a little bit behind the other one. I wonder how many boards we're behind. Just 1 board so far. They're in the middle of playing board 5 over there. Okay, now we're going to see a claim once Declare has attempted to crash the diamond honors, but was unsuccessful in doing so. So board 5, North has a pretty big hand, 17 count, good 5-card suit. I don't think this North-South pair was the one who played 2 no-trump as 18 to 19. And God, that method would be terrible if you start upgrading 17 counts. It was one of the first things that I learned when playing 14 to 16 no-trump. You don't start upgrading whatever your range is, you don't start upgrading into the 2 no-trump jump rebid or the 2 no-trump opener. Because when you start having 2-point disparities with the field in those bids, you're gonna lose a lot of hands. But here with 17 and a good 5-card suit, if you are playing like 15 to 17, no trump, I do think North's hand is a little bit too strong. So a diamond opener, East comes in with a very, very light 1 heart overcall. 2 clubs by South. And what do we think West is going to do? Oddly enough, if East had passed, they would have had an easy time finding their spade fit. Probably would have started a diamond pass a heart, 2 spades, or something like that. West is looking tempted to bid. He hasn't passed yet, and he might get rewarded if he does come in. Okay, he doubles, presumably showing a little bit of heart support with a spade suit. I don't think East is going to get too excited, regardless of the fact that they now have a large spade fit, just because his hand is so weak. But we'll see. I mean, he might have other ideas. It's possible that over North's bid, East might just jump to 4 spades, thinking the opponents probably have a game somewhere, so he's going to take up as much bidding room as possible, and the opponents might even be making a slam. It looks like they are making a slam, right? 6 diamonds is pretty cold on the North-South cards. I guess 6 clubs is a good spot as well. Maybe that's not true. 6 clubs is probably bad on a heart lead. Hey, there we have it. So Thomas probably thinking, you know, along the lines of, my hand is so weak, we have a large spade fit. The opponents are definitely making a game. So even if I get doubled here and go for like 5 or 800, it's not going to be the end of the world. But on the upside, if they happen to have a slam, I'm taking up an enormous amount of room and might make it very difficult for them to get there. So a nice choice so far by East-West in the auction. How bad is 4 spades doubled? Just on the off chance that they happen to get there. Holy crap! Look at the bidding in the other room. ATN says down 3 or down 4, depending on the heart. Yeah, which that was kind of my initial impression with East Sand, is that if I'm going to be going down 3 or down 4, I would much rather just defend the opponent's game and hope that they don't have enough tricks. Because on a good day, I'm only winning 3 imps against their game, and on a bad day, I'm losing 3. But that's only if they make it, right? Like, partner might have defense, and it could go down. But I think if you're concerned that the opponents might make a slam, that changes the odds a little bit with the preempt. Okay, North-South did get to 6 diamonds. Couldn't South have bid 4 no? I think South's reasoning is that if we have a club fit, our diamond fit is going to be at least as good. I wonder if we're going to see this board duplicate, or the result duplicated here. West is sitting on a natural trump trick and his partner overcalled. So 4-0 is possible, I believe, but South probably just decided that diamonds was going to play just as well as clubs. And actually might be worried about this exact situation where with Queen 10 fourth of hearts, he's worried about a heart coming through if he plays in a club contract, while in a diamond contract, his Queen of Hearts is protected. Is North thinking of pulling out the blue card? Oh, I see. So you're saying bid 4-0 and then correct clubs to diamonds to show a slam try. I don't think South's hand is that good. Like 5 diamonds already shows quite a strong hand. And it's not as if partner has showed a 17 count, right? Partner might just have a minimum opener with, I don't know what redouble is, I guess 3-card club support. Maybe I should figure out what redouble means first. It wasn't alerted, at least not according to the VuGraph operator. Yeah, okay. So if redouble shows values, and maybe that's what's going on here, then I would tend to agree with you. South's hand is pretty good, and we do want to show a bit of a stronger hand. If redouble was just, I have some club support though, then South's 5 diamonds I think is more than enough. He has a very weak trump suit, and there's no guarantee that we're not just like off the top 2 heart tricks. You know, give me king 4th of hearts, and then I would be much more inclined to, I guess, go looking. I think I like the double by West. I mean, he has a natural trump trick. It feels like the opponents are guessing, right? His partner had preempted. And the whole 1 heart overcall, you don't really expect partner to have a hand that effectively has no chance of delivering a defensive trick. And maybe more to the point is that if your teammates are not in 6 diamonds at the other table, the double effectively is just not going to cost anything. You're either going to get rich because 6 diamonds doubled is going down, so converting plus 100 into plus 200 is good, or you know, you're going, what is it, minus 1580? Did I do the math right? I probably didn't do the math right. Well, whatever the score is, I guess we can look at the other table. 1540. Minus 1540 versus your teammates just playing in game. It's not going to cost you very many imps. The difference between 770 and 940 is what, like 1 imp? So I definitely like the double at this table. We can see about the other table. A diamond, pass a heart, 2 spades, 3-0, 4 spades, 6 diamonds. Here I'm less confident partner's gonna produce a trick. But again, it does still feel as if the opponents are guessing. I I probably would be tempted not to double, though, in this type of auction, but it is still worthy of considering. A hard opening lead gives Declare the most problems on this hand. And I mean, Declare might also be concerned that the diamonds are 4-0 as opposed to just 3-1. But I think we're going to see a claim pretty quickly. Declare should probably put up the queen. That would probably be my choice, at least. And once that holds, a low diamond covering West's card sees the suit split, and then he can just claim the rest. Well, other than the one diamond trick. So, a funny little push board. 6 diamonds doubled at both tables, but that means that France Green is going to maintain their 14 imp lead. I mean, well done by North-South getting to the only making slam on their cards. All right, I don't think there's a pause in the play. I'm pretty sure that North is just facing his hand and claiming, so we will see the VGraph operator put in the result in just a second. Any minute now. I mean, maybe North really is concerned about the 4-0 trumps. But I think all that means is that you just like cover this, ruff a spade. Actually, there's some difficulty with trumps being 4-0, but Okay. We can spend some time working this out because it seems pretty clear like a claim hasn't been made and Declare has not played the diamond ace. But what I think should happen is, well, we either duck or we play the ace of diamonds. To pull off roughing both spades and dummy. Wait a second. Why do we even need to rough 2 spades? Don't we just need to, like, pick up the club suit? We could, like, rough 1 spade and pull trumps using that conveniently positioned 8 of diamonds over there. Finally, diamond to the ace. Claim! Any minute now. You can do it. King of diamonds. I was just going to make the comment that it seems as if we might have needed West to have 3 clubs to make against 4-0 diamonds, because we would need to be able to perform some sort of trump coup in the end position. But okay, 6 diamonds doubled made, push board. Bridge is such an easy game sometimes. On to board 6. This time North-South once again have a diamond fit, as we note from the result in the other room. But it's not like a particularly good diamond fit. So East opens a spade, he has a prime 17. West is gonna bid... I suspect a fairly heavy two spades, but maybe we'll see a no trump. Okay, or something else to show like a 3-card limit raise. Two no is a little surprising. Most pairs wouldn't play, wouldn't force themselves to the 3 level unless they had 9 trumps between them. Although I say that, and the whole point of a forcing no trump is that you then jump to 3 spades. So maybe I take all of that back. Well, regardless, this is absolutely forcing your side to the 3 level, and when you go through a no trump with a 3-card limit raise, at least you get a little bit more information on the next round of bidding. So what do we do as North? I feel like I might just bid 3 diamonds. Like 3 spades is a pretty big bid to make, showing hearts in a minor. And North Stand has a lot of holes in it. It's probably okay to choose that call, but okay, North elects to bid 4 diamonds, also kind of reasonable, but just treating the hand as like a single suited, whoop. Wait for it. Okay, 4 diamonds alerted. Ooh. Well, if this shows diamonds and hearts, I kind of like that choice. The problem with 3 spades is that it just goes 4 spades and our partner doesn't know what our minor is. So it's kind of effectively as if we've showed a hand with hearts. But if you can show both suits, I like it a little bit more. That's kind of a cool agreement. I suppose the idea is that if you really have a diamond preempt, you can just preempt at the 5 level. At least at these colors. Maybe they would have a different sort of agreement if they were vulnerable against not. Well, I mean, this is going to excite South. South has 6 high card points in partner suits now. So I can't really imagine that South is going to sell out to 4 spades. I mean, South does have a fairly weak hand in terms of offense. But still, I mean, Ace of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts just have to be great cards. So what is East going to do? It looks as if East is thinking about being a little bit more aggressive than just bidding 4 spades, like a 4-heart cupid. Maybe he's even thinking of doing more than that and trying 4 no trump, just bid key card directly. Okay, artificial double. I mean, it got alerted. I'm guessing these guys have some sort of agreement about what that double means. And it looks like 4 spades is the limit because of the bad spade break. Now, East might not be that concerned about a bad spade split because Ace, King, Queen, 5th, if his partner happens to have just Jack 3rd over there, he can deal with a 4-1 spade split, pull all the trumps, and then run partner's club suit. So I mean, I kind of wonder if he's not going to sell out to 5 diamonds double, but he does. maybe what ended up happening was the double of 4 diamonds was a slam try, and therefore when West rejected the slam try, East had no trouble passing, especially with a small doubleton diamond. So King of Spades lead. East will see North drop the jack, and obviously he has count in the spade suit. He's probably going to be thrilled, though, that the jack of spades was singleton in North's hand. That means he has a spade loser. Earlier you said Thomas would have led ace race king. Yeah, I think it's very common at the 5 level to play ace's attitude, king as count. So in this specific instance, if 2-no showed exactly 3 card support, then maybe he wouldn't need to do that. That could have a different sort of meaning for ace and king on defense. But if 2-no could include hands with 4 card spade support, then once again, does he really care about partner spade attitude? Not really. He just wants to know partner spade count, to know if he can cash another spade. So will we see him switch to a club here? Or is he just gonna exit a spade? I think he has to switch to clubs, right? Like, North could be 6-5 the other way with 6 hearts and 5 diamonds, and, you know, pull a couple of rounds of diamonds and then just run the heart suit, pitching all of dummies clubs. So I think we need to get our club tricks in as soon as possible. Oh, he's looking at the ace of hearts. I'm going blind. Okay. He doesn't need to get the club tricks in yet, but his partner doesn't have a heart entry. So I guess, like, maybe if his partner has a diamond entry, it will be important to let partner put a club through eventually. Although, with that said, I mean, West has showed a limit raise and has turned up with no high cards in hearts, no high cards in spades, not the ace of clubs, not the ace of diamonds, and whatever diamonds North has. I think we can almost certainly mark West with, like, the king, queen of clubs at least. I suppose what actually might be going on is Thomas is thinking about trying to give his partner a heart ruff. Now, the opening trick went king 4-2 jack, and once 4 spades hidden dummy, I don't think count is so important anymore. Maybe this 2 of spades could have been a suit. Sorry, where is it? 2 of spades could have been a suit preference signal for clubs. If that's all to be believed, then partner can't have a singleton heart. They would not have played the 2 of spades. They would have tried to get a heart ruff by asking for the high suit preference. So we'll see what East elects to do. Apparently he elects to claim 3 more tricks. Well played. I wonder if we'll see something from the operator. But that means, once again, another push board. I think East is going to be pretty happy that he didn't get all the way up to 5 spades on that one, because put the jack of spades in West's hand, and I can't imagine the auction would have gone differently, and then 5 spades is cold. In fact, and then 6 spades is cold with the ace of diamonds on side. So plus 300 might feel to him like a pretty large win, but it was duplicated at the other table. Yeah, Cedric's double should have been discouraging, but I mean, would Cedric really have bid 5 spades if he had Jack third instead of 3 small? I don't think so. I don't think it would change anything. I'm pretty sure Cedric is just looking at King Doubleton of diamonds and figuring that's probably a bad holding. No aces, probably a bad holding. So East was really the one that was in danger of getting overboard on the hand. Board 7, pass by South, club opener by West is a 13 count, heart by North. Ooh, we get to see some more of this exciting transfer nonsense. So 2 hearts by East, transfer to spades. West definitely going to accept. I mean, he might be tempted to try and look for no trump if his partner moves forward, because despite the large spade fit, the Queen Jack 9-8 fourth of hearts look like they're going to be useful in no trump and maybe not so useful in a spade contract. But 2 spades ends the auction. We get the ace of hearts lead. I bet North is going to switch to clubs. That looks somewhat natural to me. I mean, it also kind of feels natural to continue the King of Hearts. But I would be very worried that even if I continue the King of Hearts and get some sort of miracle layout where I can promote a trump for partner, Declarer has all of these losers in the minor suits that he can just discard from the dummy. I mean, certainly at least one of the small 2 clubs or small 2 diamonds has to be a loser on loser that's throwable. So that's why I think trying to switch to a suit and setting up tricks is going to be helpful. It's a little bit scary. West opened a club. So, switching away from Queen 10-9 into West's hand can be a little bit dangerous, but again, this is a difference between imps and match points. I'm not so concerned about potential over tricks. I'm just trying to find layouts where we can beat the contract. And from my perspective, if I switch to diamonds and I get lucky, partner has the ace of diamonds, we can take 2 diamond tricks. But if I switch to clubs and I get lucky, partner has just the king of clubs, we can take 2 club tricks. And then I can continue playing, my plan of playing hearts to maybe give some sort of trump promotion to partner. But North kind of guesses incorrectly a little bit, maybe due to the auction, the 1 club opener, thinking that Declarer is more likely to have club stuff than diamond stuff. So that's going to make Declarer's life a lot easier, for sure. The diamond goes around to the queen. I expect Declarer to just lead a spade to the queen right now. He's no longer really in danger of going down, I don't think. Okay. I don't think this Jack of Hearts is going to work out the way he wanted. Well, I say that, I was figuring that North might let his partner rough this trick. suppose this is actually not a bad line either. Declare potentially could have gone down if he lost 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and 2 spades. So pulling trumps might have required him to guess the jack of spades. Whereas now he can kind of comfortably pitch club losers on the remaining hearts. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was worried about. I think he should have led the queen of hearts. At least that way, like, North would have been forced to win the king, and we would be able to make this, like, heart pitch a club loser play. Well, neither opponent wanted to put clubs through. That's, I guess, the benefit of opening a club. So that means Declare has been successfully able to pull trumps and can now actually take the roughing hook and hearts, using that 10 of spades to get back over there, making an overtrick, but not a large number of imps swung either way. So well done. We're halfway through the segment, 7 boards in, we got 7 boards to go. And France Green still maintaining a little bit of a lead. Not a whole lot of imps swung so far this set, 4-4 between the 2 squads. Just a few overtricks here and there, and a bit of a bidding misunderstanding at one of the tables. So on board 8, West has a 17 count, opens a no trump. North not gonna bid, only 6 high card points. And East, well, definitely going to go through some sort of stamen to find out if they have a fit somewhere. They will find a spade fit. And I think 4 spades is going to be a pretty easy make. Whoop. I am... that totally just happened.